closed captioning provided by the full-time MBA program in the Haslam College of Business. Learn, transform, lead. It all starts here. This is Tennessee.
I want the whole city of Knoxville to know that it's football time in Tennessee.
A passion that knows no equal. The heart and soul of the Volunteer State.
Show me you want to run the football.
Handoff gets to the outside. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Wow.
For the next 60 minutes, you're tuned to Vol Network coverage of the Tennessee Volunteers.
Football rewards those who wear your opponent out psychologically and physically.
The most celebrated of traditions.
When you step on the field, there must be a sense of purpose. Come on, come on!
The pass is going to be caught. Unbelievable catch. And he goes down back at the 23-yard line.
Let's go! I've been waiting for this one.
Fires for the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
I want to win for you.
Welcome to the Butch Jones Show, hosted by Tennessee head football coach Butch Jones and the Vol Network's Bob Kessling. Brought to you by the Big Orange Debit Card, only from the official Bank of the Vols, First Tennessee. By the 2015 Ford F-150, the future of tough is here, only at your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Tennessee football. By Dish, home of the new 2-year TV price lock and official sponsor of the Big Orange. And by Farm Bureau Insurance. With agents in more communities than any other insurer, Tennessee turns to Farm Bureau Insurance, the official insurance of the Vols. Now, the Butch Jones Show.
Big crowd at Neyland Stadium on Senior Day. 19 seniors set on a great note as Tennessee beats the Vanderbilt Commodores. Coach, a great way to end this football season on a 5-game winning streak.
We always talk about finishing in our football program, and it was never more evident than last night. Really proud of all of our players, everyone in our football organization, our fans for coming out and supporting this football team all year, but really particularly proud of our seniors, Bob. 19 of them. Some have been here longer than others, but they all have impacted our program in a very positive way.
These seniors really have kind of righted the ship for this program. They've kind of bought into your system, what's your vision for the program, and they've really been a backbone the last couple of years.
Great resolve, resiliency, and they can leave here knowing that the football program is better because they were a part of it. We still have one more game to play, and that's going to be a special month of preparation for wherever we're at for a bowl game. But it's been great. But this has been a resilient football team. We have not allowed adversity to define who we are. And when you really look at the building of a football program, you go through 4 phases. And the first one is the culture. You have to make sure that the standard, the expectations, the locker room is right. We've been able to do that. Then you look to get on a competitive level. You have to compete week in and week out. We've been able to do that. Then it's winning football games. And now we're starting to do that more. And then it's learning, once you start winning, how do you handle success? And when going on a 5-game winning streak, our players, their focus all year long has been remarkable. We've never been down for a game. We've always been up, and as we know in the world of college football, that's hard to do. And that's a tribute to our leadership on this football team.
But you've also established running the football. And that has been the best rushing team in Tennessee since 1989, 331 yards on the ground against Vanderbilt.
Well, we are very balanced in terms of carries. You know, when you look at Jalen Hurd over 100 yards, Alvin Kamara over 100 yards, and then Joshua Dobbs at 93 yards. Great balance. And I thought the whole key early was being able to throw the ball effectively and being able to throw some different plays off of some screen plays and some different things like that. But it's been a mindset. We're number 2 right now in the SEC. We finished the regular season in rushing. We all know we've played top 10 defenses, 4 of them to be exact. And when you look at it, last year we were 13th in the conference in rushing offense, and that's a tribute to our players. I think obviously the addition of Mike DeBoard and the coaching staff as well has done a great job, but really the credit goes to all the players.
Tennessee gets a big win over Vanderbilt, put 53 points on the board. We'll show you highlights of Tennessee and Vandy next here on the Butch Jones Show.
It's time to honor the Vol Scholar of the Week, brought to you by Volunteer Pharmacy. This week's Vol Scholar is Aaron Medley. As a business analytics major, Aaron is on track to graduate in 3 years and maintains a GPA over 3.0. He plans to pursue an MBA following his graduation. And that's why he is the Vol Scholar of the Week. Brought to you by Volunteer Pharmacy. Save money. Use an independent pharmacy like us for your prescription needs.
Fans, it's a special day for 18 members of Team 119 as they run through the tee for the final time. Tight end number 48, Alex Ellis. Brian Randolph. Owen Williams. Kyler Kirbyson. Ladero McNeil. Linebacker number 56, Kurt Majette.
Emotional time for the players, but also for the head football coach.
Well, these individuals have meant so much to our football program. And when you have parents coming up before the game and thanking you, that means everything to me. And there's so many great storylines behind all 19 individuals, from where they came from, how they developed, how they molded, and they're all going to be great ambassadors for the University of Tennessee.
Most of them getting their degree or have already gotten their degree, and a lot of them got their master's degree or working on them.
Well, that's what it's all about, comprehensive excellence in everything that we do. And, it's being a student athlete, and it's excelling on the football field, but it's really excelling in the biggest game, and that's the game of life.
Okay, then you look at it, see what's emotional, senior day, all those type things. You're always worried about how the team's going to react after that ceremony, but this team came out and played very well right off the bat.
Well, very fitting. A very, very focused, very driven football team, and we spoke about that. This isn't an ending. It's a beginning, and you're going to remember this, but yet we still have another game to be played, and you have to focus on what it takes to win the football game, not on emotions, but playing one play at a time, one snap at a time with the snap and clear mentality.
Let's look at some of the highlights from yesterday, and offensively they came out and played very, very well.
Well, we needed to get started very, very fast, and I know Eric Ainge is going to speak about this play a little bit more in depth, but we had run a number of swing screens to Alvin Kamara. So this is a play, a great design play here, and the corner is what we call a trap two-corner technique. He jumps it, and then we have a senior, Von Pearson, running up the rail on basically a wheel route. Josh does a great job with the pump, reset your feet, set for depth, and wide open. And that was a big play because, as we know, we want to throw the ball out in space to Alvin Kamara. Next one is a 25-yard rush here. Josh bobbles the snap a little bit, but this is a quarterback counter play. And you can see here 48, Alex Ellis, another senior, does a great job with his technique, keep his shoulders square, and right there gets the linebacker, and then Josh makes a cut off it. Preston Williams coming in at the wide receiver position, does a really good job of crack blocking the drop down safety, and then we got Josh in the open field. Next one right here will be 6-yard rushing touchdown by Josh. Again, another quarterback counter play, and it's what we call a gap scheme. And Vanderbilt came in, was only giving up 18 points per game, a very, very talented defense. And again, when you get the ball in space, you're going to have to make somebody miss. And he makes the linebacker miss, and then great second, third effort to get the ball into the checkerboards.
As Dobbs becomes the single-season quarterback rushing leader in Tennessee history, 623 yards.
Again, our running back group is really, really complementing each other right now. This is a tight end power play. Ethan Wolf now is the lead blocker. Coming on up, gets a great seal block on the linebacker that plays over the top. And Elvin does a great job of getting the ball north and south, and that's the whole key. Get the ball north and south, get your shoulders square, and then yards after contact, Bob. And you can see where the contact occurs right there. And there's a good 4.5, 5 yards after contact. But, when we talk about style of play, these are the things that go unnoticed. As we talk about getting them up, you can see Josh Smith, Kyler Kirbyson working to get him up, ball rule, hand the ball to the official, and get ready to play fast. And these are all little nuances that we practice each and every day. Aaron Medley, what can we say about him? Consistency and performance. Has done a really, really good job of kicking first to many. This is a 47-yard field goal. And Patrick Ashford has been a model of consistency along with Matt Giampapa all year. Two seniors doing their job. And again, that was a big kick because every time Vanderbilt scored, we were able to answer with a score of our own.
Longest kick in Medley's career, 47 yards.
This year we've scored 6 touchdowns on special teams, 3 on kickoff return, now 3 on punt return. Zach Azani's the individual who runs our punt return team, and we had a lot of confidence going into the game. Obviously, last year we had a big punt return for a touchdown against them that really helped define the game, and we challenged our punt return unit all week long that we needed a big play. Again, you can see the whole key is Cam catches the ball with his shoulders square, does a good job of keeping his footing, then gets the ball north and south. And you can see right here, Cortez McDowell has a big block at the point of attack right here, and then finishes the deal. And it was kind of we didn't know what was going on with the penalty on the field, but it ended up being a face mask foul.
And it was against them, and so Sutton gets that punt return, his second of the season.
We talk about big momentum plays. Vanderbilt is driving the ball, looking for a score going in at halftime. This is a 3rd and 10 at the 11-yard line. And Todd Kelly Jr. does a great job of really reading the eyes of the quarterback. And we talk about breaking and driving on the football. When the offhand of the quarterback comes off the ball, you break and drive. And he does a great job, as you can see, with his break and drive, makes a diving catch, and a big play for us and a lot of energy, which we like as well. But that was a big play going into halftime. Then we talk about playing complementary football. We went for it on 4th and 1, which we need to get. We weren't able to do that. But then we come up big. We have a line twist, a line stunt on the outside. You can see number 9, Derek Barnett, coming on the inside here and forces the safety, 2 points, and now we're playing the field position game as well. But really like the way our defense responded. Then Jalen Hurd with a big run here for a touchdown. Again, you can see, Bob, Jalen's at his best when he gets the ball north and south. Again, it's a tight end power play with a gap scheme. Get the ball with him where he's heading downhill, unimpeded, touchdown.
Hurd on the day had a big day, 120 yards rushing, his 9th 100-yard rushing game in his career.
Then following it up, this is, I believe, the largest or longest run of his career, 48-yard rush. And again, kind of the same formula. Right here, this is a counter play. You can see Dylan Wiseman at right guard leading it, followed by Ethan Wolf. Dylan does a great job at the point of attack. We do a great job of really the seal block. You can see another senior, Matt Crowder, does a great job with the down block, sustaining the block. Ethan Wolf cleans it up, and we get Jalen into the open field. This was great to see it, getting him some open space. Then a 3rd down and goal, and red zone efficiency was big for us all day long. And again, this is a well-designed play. It's a sprint out, and we hit Von Pearson, again, senior, 2nd touchdown catch of the day. Makes a great diving catch, and again, great to see, as you like to say, give him 6.
Hey, the last 5 games, he's been Tennessee's leading receiver.
He's done a great job, and then we get the true freshman involved with Joe Young. Again, same formula for success. We're running a counter play. You can see, again, number 57, Matt Crowder, does a great job of pulling, gets his block, great pad level, great leverage. And then we got Stock still coming around. It was great to see Stock get in there right there with the block at the point of attack. And then again, true freshman Joe Young getting the ball in, and again, getting the ball north and south.
Tennessee 53-28, the final, as the Volunteers roll up big yards in the day. 523 yards in total offense. That's a big number.
Well, it was a very productive day. And again, this was a defense that was allowing 18 points per game, one of the best defenses in our conference. But I thought the big thing is being able to move the ball down and come away with points, whether it was touchdowns or field goals. And really every momentum that they had in the game, we were able to answer it and come right back.
The consistency level of this football team all season, there hadn't been many dips. This team has really been focused all year. And I guess that's a compliment to your coaching staff.
Well, it's been remarkable. And it's the leadership. Our coaches have done a great job, but our players have done a really great job of really getting themselves ready to play. And there's so much mental effort, so much mental intensity that goes into a week of preparation. And I think what you see is the maturation of a football team.
And a special senior class as well. We'll take a look at those seniors next here on the Butch Jones Show.
Time out to check the stats. Brought to you by Dish.
Team 119 is getting the job done on the ground in 2015. Tennessee has 2,351 rushing yards in 11 games, 7 of those games of 200-plus yards. That is the most yardage for the Vols in a season since 2004, when they totaled 2,418 yards. Check the stats. Middle Tennessee native Jalen Hurd has 44% of those rumbling yards, becoming the first sophomore in Tennessee history with 1,000 yards in a season. Coming into the Vanderbilt game, Hurd had totaled 1,038 yards with 10 touchdowns.
Check the stats. Only Dish offers a 2-year TV price lock with no hidden fees. Learn more at dish.com/Vol. Catch the Vols on Dish, proud sponsor of the Big Orange.
The Butch Jones Show is being brought to you by Verizon. Come home to a better network. Verizon, official wireless provider of the Tennessee Volunteers. By UT Medical Center, Tennessee's hospital. UT Medical Center, wisdom for your life.
By the natural gas utilities and pipeline companies in Tennessee.
Natural gas.
And by Food City, the tailgating headquarters of Vol fans everywhere. Food City, value every day. The Vol Network now turns the spotlight on Team 119. Brought to you by Hyundai, proud supporter of college football and loyal fans everywhere.
As a Tennessee football player, you're always going to remember your first time playing in Neyland Stadium, and your last. For 19 seniors, Saturday will be their last.
You really make brothers when you're on this team. You know, when you're on a team, you share adversity, and that's what really can connect you is, you went through the same stuff together. You understand each other really well. And, I've made some of the best friends I've ever had being on this team. So I'm so happy that I came here, and I'm very, very sad that it's almost over.
This senior class will be remembered for their character and their resolve and their perseverance and their resiliency and everything that they've given and experienced for Tennessee football. And the building blocks, the foundation, they've been a big part of that. They've been very positive, very uplifting, very upbeat.
Memories of teammates and games will be with them as they take their next step into life.
This is how much fun we managed to have. Even in bad times, we always got through it. We always had a smile on our face. We had a good atmosphere. When times ain't going good for somebody, we always pick them up.
I'll definitely remember the bowl game last year versus Iowa. That was the first one that I've ever been to. And it's the first one we've won in a long time. So it definitely meant a lot to me.
The seniors have also grown during their time at UT.
It's definitely made me a better man, going through the different things that I've had to deal with of different coaches, friends leaving, and losing, and being able to, stay positive and bounce back.
As they walk away from playing at UT, they have something to look forward to, stepping into Neyland Stadium for the first time as a VFL.
When you come back as a Vol for life and you know that you had a hand in resurrecting Tennessee football, that you're somebody that really impacted this football program from a positive standpoint, that's really, really means everything to you, and all these individuals have done that.
As soon as I leave, I can't wait to come back. I'm going to try and come to as many games as I can next year.
I'm definitely all well now. I'm going to be pulling them for the rest of my life, so it'll definitely be cool to come back and watch a couple games.
But before the seniors earn their VFL title, they have another memory to make, the bowl game.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely in for the bowl game. We're going to create a lot of memories there. We're going to live it up. Hopefully come out with a win. Just one last go around with my boys.
come in wide-eyed. They don't really know what's going on. It's going fast, and before you know it, it's gone, and you see them that mature up to young men. It's really a special experience for these players.
Well, as freshmen, we call it unconscious incompetence. They don't know, they don't know. And if you just stay the course and you focus on the process and you just work to be the best each and every day, things will turn out, things will work out. And I think in today's world of instant gratification, you want it right now. But if you look at this senior class, you know, they've stayed the course, they've stood the test of time, and now they're being rewarded by it.
And many times they could have said, well, this isn't worth it, but they didn't do that, and they stayed on your course, and it's been so productive for them. And I'm sure they'll all be a bond that they'll carry with them the rest of their life, with you and their other teammates.
Well, a very, very special bond. And the thing for me that has been great to see is the way they've embraced our freshmen and the way that they've really mentored them and really tried to teach them the Tennessee standard by our style of play, how we represent ourselves, how we approach meetings. And that's been one of the most rewarding things for me with Team 119 is see the older players now really take tremendous pride in our culture.
Special, special group of seniors. We'll talk about Tennessee offense next here on the Butch Jones Show.
Tailgating doesn't have to be work anymore. Kick off your game day with Tailgate Tennessee. Located in Circle Park, Tailgate Tennessee is 1 block from Neyland Stadium and offers premium tailgate packages with private tents, TVs, food, and much more. You park the car, we'll do the rest. For more information, visit tailgatetennessee.com. Presented by Dish and Subway Restaurants.
Butch back to the right. Dobbs, quarterback draw up the middle of the 5. Powering toward the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 6-yard run right up the middle by Josh Dobbs.
A lot of great performances by the Tennessee offense in the victory over the Vanderbilt Commodores. This offense has been getting better and better and better as the season's gone along.
We've really challenged our players with big splash plays. In this game, we had 12 plays of 15 yards or more, and probably the most important stat, Bob, 0 turnovers. And we've been taking care of the football. Josh Dobbs is only throwing 5 interceptions all year. Again, I think you have to go back to '94 with Peyton Manning, so he's done a great job. But when you look at overall second in the SEC in rush offense, which we spoke about earlier in the show, we were 13th last year, 4th in scoring offense. Last year we were 10th and 5th in total offense, and last year we were 11th. So again, the progress, the strides that our players have made has been remarkable.
And over this 5-game winning streak, too, I think the third down conversion rate has been remarkable, especially 3rd and long, and then a lot of that falls on Josh Dobbs making good decisions.
Well, it does. In the offensive line providing, the protection, and the quarterback is always a byproduct of everyone else around them. And when you're able to set your feet in the pocket and have time to throw, obviously you're going to have success. And again, it's been a total team effort from even in the run game. Our receivers, again, that's been a group that's battled through everything, and they continue to work. We've been playing with 4, sometimes 5 wide receivers, which is unheard of in today's world of college football, but they still keep going. Josh Smith has been a warrior for us. He's been playing through the aches and pains. Josh Malone has been a warrior. He didn't have a catch Saturday, but he made his impact felt. And Josh Malone's been an individual who's been banged up, barely able to practice, but these kids continue to gut it through, and very proud of them.
Indeed, a good day offensively for Tennessee. Let's go inside the Tennessee offense with former Tennessee quarterback Eric Ainge.
Welcome into the film room. Today on offense, we're going to talk, it's basically the Josh Dobbs show. Every play we're going to show has to do with our quarterback, number 11, something to do with something he did very well. First thing, this is our first possession. I know it's our first touchdown we got. As a play caller, how are we guarding the flats? It's one of the first things as a quarterback or a play caller you have to learn in the first quarter, first possession or two. Are they going to be covering them inside out or outside in? There's a lot of completions to be had in every football game with how they're guarding the flats. Let's go through this one with the motion. This was a completion to Kamara right here for big gain. We go in motion to the 2 receiver side, blitzing, and there is nobody covering the flats. This guy's a bust or the corner's a bust, one of the two. Big play to Kamara, good blocking downfield. Way to throw your hat in there, Pearson. Good vertical down the field. So we go to the next play, very next one, same exact formation, same exact shell by the defense. I should have pointed that out, but here we go. Same exact shell, 2 deep shell, quarters are cover 2, same difference right here. We're gonna motion Kamara out, down, set, throw him, hut, ball snap. Now watch a corner on this one. Driving up, okay? So this is what we do. They are gonna cover them outside in. So when we call this one the pump and stock and go, all you have to read is this strong safety if you're the quarterback. Pump to Kamara after we get a big completion, because that's gonna happen to him right there. That's a cheap shot. And then you got this guy. As soon as he flips his hips, ball. Watch it come out right now. Ball. Touchdown. Wide open in the front corner of the end zone. 2 plays to set up a big play in the game. Motion them out. How are they going to cover the flats? Take the easy completion early. Looks like they're going to cover him outside in when we motion him to the flat. Call the stock and go. Big touchdown, 7 points on the game early. Next play. This is a really good play by our running back, quarterback, offensive line, everybody involved. So this first thing I want to show is odd protection. This guy's standing up. Odd meaning 1, 2, 3 guys with their hand in the dirt. We have 5 guys to block. He's just chipping and going, and a 6th running back here. So we have 6 guys in pass protection. Right here, identify the 4th guy in the box. Is he a spinner or is he a linebacker? Spinner means, is he J.J. Watt? J.J. Watt, you would consider the spinner. He would be the 4th guy. You would call this a 4-down front. They would consider that to be a 4-down under front. This is number 45, he's a linebacker, so they're gonna call him a linebacker. The next rule they would have in a 3-down front is to always leave 2 for the big guys. You don't want them blocking air. They're gonna fan out here, and you wanna make sure they have 2 guys to block. Hurd is, you'll see his head actually angled this way. His guy's all the way out here, here and here. This guy would be a scan for him. If we roll this play right here, you'll see our 3 guys coming over here for these 3 guys. Right here, Hurd's guy doesn't blitz, but watch what he does. He tracks the hole and meets him right up in the middle. That's not his guy. That's a phenomenal play by Jalen Hurd to meet this guy in the hole, stand him up, and get the block. That's not his football player to block. Dobbs does a good job of seeing and feeling the pressure and doing what number 11 does best and going making something out of nothing for a big gain right here. We'll let that one roll and watch what he can do with his legs. Big first down in the game. Big play by Hurd. Big play by Dobbs. He had a great football game. Congratulations to Josh Dobbs, our AutoZone player of the game. From parts to helpful advice, AutoZone has everything you need to get in the zone. AutoZone.
The Vols rushed for more than 119 yards yesterday, which means Tennessee fans get a free medium hot or iced coffee via the Dunkin' Donuts mobile app today. Available at participating locations in East and Middle Tennessee.
Time now for Exact Science, brought to you by Humana, your partner in health.
The squat movement, in our opinion, is the most important lift. Everything develops from the squat. Your overall strength, your hip flexibility, core strength, mental toughness, all these components are developed by one lift. We have Matt Crowder here demonstrating from up at Muddy Creek Road in Piney Flats, Tennessee. So here we go with this movement. Mac will step up under the bar. What we coach our athletes to do is to get the bar up on the upper part of the trap here, arm length. We want the thumbs wrapped around the bar again. Mac will stand up with the bar, step back about a step and a half. From that position, we're going to initiate the movement from the hips. Mac sitting on his heels will rock his hips, sit down. We work down to a hamstring parallel position. We want to work to a hamstring parallel position as opposed to thigh parallel. They would drive straight up off the bottom. It's a key component because you can develop just pure raw strength, which you transfer over to the Olympic movements or the explosive movements.
Today we're going to demonstrate a dumbbell squat. This is a great alternative to a back squat. If you have a shoulder injury and you can't place the bar on your shoulders, this is also a very good teaching tool to teach proper lower body and upper body mechanics on the squat. First off, holding the dumbbell, he's going to hold it, weight on his palms, keeping that big chest. Now he's going to turn sideways. We're going to demonstrate this squatting motion. He's going to keep his chest big, abs tight. First thing we're going to do is we're going to initiate the movement by rocking his hips, sitting back on the heels. Again, keeping the chest big, abs tight, weight on the heels. As he drives up, he's going to drive his head and shoulders up. always maintaining a proper back alignment.
It's a very challenging, hard lift. No one will go in on their own and just do a squat. That tells you how hard it is to do. That's why it's important in our development of mental toughness in our program as well.
That work in the weight room is the winning edge in the fourth quarter, isn't it?
You're exactly right. And also being a line of scrimmage league, and we talked about, the marked improvement in running the football. That's a byproduct of the weight room and all the hard work and efforts of our players and stopping the run. As we know, this is a line of scrimmage league, so you have to dominate every day in the weight room as well.
Speaking about stopping the run, we'll talk about Tennessee defense when we come back here on the Butch Jones Show.
Fans, please direct your attention to the screen for today's Loyal Fan of the Game, brought to you by Hyundai. Vol fans are loyal. Hyundai fans are loyal too. Enough to be ranked #1 in customer loyalty 6 years in a row.
The Butch Jones Show is being delivered by UPS. From figuring it out to getting it done, UPS is here to help. Visit solvers.ups.com to learn more. By Hyundai, proud supporter of college football and loyal fans everywhere. By Eastman Chemical Company, promoting sustainability. Remember, good sports always recycle. And by Farm Bureau Health Plans. We've got you covered. Get a rate quote online at fbhealthplans.com or at your local Tennessee Farm Bureau office.
One of the keys to Tennessee's 5-game winning streak has been the steady improvement of this defense, Coach. This team has now slowly but surely climbed up the rankings in almost all the SEC defensive categories.
Continuous improvement. It's been really led by our front seven. You look at Derek Barnett, 6 sacks in the last 7 games. Again, we set a standard for third down last year. We were #2 in the conference. This year we're #1 in third down conversions. The development of Darren Kirkland Jr. Continues to grow and develop. And I thought Cam Sutton, again, really started to make an impact on our football team. You saw Todd Kelly Jr., his big interception last night that really kind of changed the momentum. So, again, we've been improving steady.
Eric Ainge takes us inside the Tennessee defense.
Welcome into the film room. This morning on defense, we're going to talk about winning second down, second and long, 9, 10 plus. On defense against Vanderbilt, Tennessee did a great job of winning second and long. To win second down, you have to get it back manageable. Vanderbilt on offense right here, from 2nd and 9 on this play, get it back to 3rd and 5. How do you do that? This is where tendency football, knowing the fingerprint of the coordinator, comes into play. Preparation on 2nd and 10, are they a passing football team? On 2nd and 9, 11, are they going to hand it off to their best player, best running back, try to get it back to 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, manageable down and distance from 2nd and long. When we look at this play right here, we have 2 deep safeties, cover 2, 6 guys in the box. Regardless if that's a receiver or not, that's a tight end right there. So we only have 6 in the box. So we're guessing it's a run play. Jancik's saying, a pass play. I think Jancik's saying this is a pass play all the way on 2nd and 9. As we get going, down set, Hutt, ball snapped. It's a slide protection, Bluff and Barnett. And we pause it real quick. What Bluff means is they're going to try to slow him down for just a second and then get out on the route. He does a poor job and he releases too quick. So Barnett sniffs it out, pass all the way. The running back and the quarterback both make a mistake on this play. The quarterback's throwing spot on a slide protection really should be behind the play side guard. So he should be all the way over here behind all these big bodies. And he's not. He's standing right behind his running back. So all Barnett, and he's throwing it the wrong leg. So all Barnett has to do is make that guy miss, and he's got the quarterback for lunch right there. Let it roll, make him miss. Quarterback should be all the way over here with time to try to hit one of these guys, and there are a couple guys open. But great job by Jancic, 2nd and down. Now we rolled to 3rd down right after that. This is the next play in the sequence. 2nd and 9, sacked by Barnett to 3rd and 14. We got 3 receivers up here playing man-to-man, 7 in the box, down set Hutt. They're just gonna hand off the dive play. They're playing give-up football. Hand it off. We don't trust our quarterback quite enough. 6-7 yard gain. Good play by the guys up front. Punt. We're on offense. Next down. 2nd and 10. Backed up on their own 29 yard line. Now we're saying it's a run play. How do we know this? Pre-aligned safety down here in the box. Normally, He's all the way back here about 10, 15 yards deep. Ball snapped, and he has to go down and try to make this tackle. This is an under 5'3" front. Line is slid weak, and this is a jumbo tight end. This is an offensive lineman right here. A jumbo tight end, another tight end, so it's jumbo 12 personnel, 2 receivers, tight end. We have the safety pre-aligned in the box with another linebacker here. We have 8 guys. They cannot block all 8 of us. Down set hut, ball snap, simple zone play. Gonna cut back right now, right to our 2 guys that are pre-aligned in the box. Again, 2nd and 9, we guess pass, cover 2, we drop back, we get a sack. 2nd and 10, we come out, under 5'3", we guess run. They're not getting it back to 2nd and 3rd and manageable. Next play right here, 3rd down, we get an incomplete pass, cover 2, man underneath. Kirkland makes a great play on the running back, knocking the ball down, gets a pass breakup. They punt the ball to Cam Sutton, and we score a touchdown. Good job winning 2nd and long and winning 3rd down by Tennessee. That's it from the film room. We'll be right back.
Monday night means more Tennessee football. Join us from 8 to 9 p.m. for the Big Orange Hotline. Bob Kessling, Jeff Francis, and Pat Ryan break down Saturday's ballgame live from the patio of Dead End Barbecue in West Knoxville. That's the Big Orange Hotline every Monday night. You asked, he'll answer. This is Ask the Coach, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Check them out at academy.com/Vols for your chance to win Tennessee football tickets. No purchase necessary.
Now joined by John Bryce, and here's the question we have, Coach. This is from Mary Best. It's a good one. What's your favorite memory of this senior class?
Boy, there's so many memories, but if I had to pick one, it would probably just be their overall resiliency and resolve and the leadership and the mentoring that they brought to our younger players in our football program.
Coach, I wanted to ask you, you said something Saturday night that stuck with me. You said this was a team that was mentally ready to play 12 Saturdays this year. That's very difficult at any level, but particularly big-time college football. What do you attribute that to?
Their overall work ethic, their overall capacity for work and their focus. And a lot of times you're going to rely on your habits, and all your habits are derived from the way they practice. And so we've been playing fast and instinctful, and that's habit, and all those are formed in practice. So I would think, they've had a workmanlike approach each and every day to practice. And I think also the byproduct of us kind of adapting, adjusting with all of our injuries to our in-games regular season schedule of practice, we've kind of had to adapt and adjust, and I think that's benefited our players as well.
In addition to showing up ready to play mentally those 12 games, I think your team probably played good enough on special teams in all 12 games to have a winning edge there. I know that that's an entire staff approach. How much do you appreciate, I guess, the way that your entire staff has embraced attacking special teams?
Our staff is extremely competitive, so we have lead coaches for every special teams unit, and they do a great job and they take great pride in it. Yeah, Coach Stripling competing on his kickoff team against Coach Azani on his punt return team, and that permeates throughout the staff, but really the players, and they get to handpick the players that they want on that unit. So again, it's a badge of honor when you get handpicked by those individuals to be on that unit, and our players have done a great job of really embracing their role.
Coach, I guess now it's the month before the bowl game. You don't know who you're going to play, where you're going yet, but still you've got to keep this team in focus. How do you do that over the next month?
First of all, we have to finish strong in the classroom with final exams coming up. We'll give them some time to really heal up and really study for their exams. We'll practice on the weekends. Our coaches hit the road recruiting, and then once the dead period comes, we'll go into a bowl prep. Where we practice every day, and we'll cut it short, so we can keep their legs and be fresh going to the bowl game. But it's also a time to develop your younger players as well, so I know we're looking forward to that stretch.
But there's a good feeling about this Tennessee football team right now in this program.
A lot of positive momentum, a lot of positive energy, and very rightfully so. And people around the country see what's going on here. They see the building blocks as we continue to grow and elevate. And again, I'm just thankful for, our loyal fans that really stuck with us. In the building of a program, you're going to have some adversity that you have to suffer. But as long as you become stronger from that adversity, it can make you stronger, or it can divide you. And that adversity made us stronger, and I really feel we're one of the best teams in the country right now, and we're playing our best football. We're not the same football team we were at the beginning of the year. We've learned how to win. We have much more confidence, and our players believe in everything. They believe in each other, and just their approach throughout the entire year.
Coach, congratulations on a strong finish for the season, and we'll see you at the bowl game.
Look forward to it.
Coach Butch Jones' comments, and we'll have more in just a moment.
The Butch Jones Show is being brought to you by Humana. Over 50 years of experience in the healthcare industry. Humana, your partner in health. By Vol Network Home Entertainment. Available at participating Walmart locations and online at volnetwork.tv. And by the Tennessee Lottery. Proud to have raised over $3.4 billion for education in Tennessee. Time now for the First Tennessee First Look. A scouting report and look ahead at the Vols' upcoming opponents. Brought to you by First Tennessee, the official bank of the Vols.
Well, Tennessee's next opponent is whoever Tennessee plays in the bowl game, and that's what's going to be the speculation for the next 10 days or so. Really, the announcements will be made next weekend. So this week it's about where you're going, who you're going to play in the matchups, and there's a lot of conversations going on.
A lot of conversations, Bob. Announcements will come officially a week from today. I think that there's a lot of momentum tracking for Tennessee to get to the Outback Bowl, to go to Tampa for the first time since the end of the 2007 season. Vols have a lot of people working on their behalf down there. It never hurts when one of those guys is John Gruden, as we know and have discussed already. So I think Tennessee is a very hot team. The 5-game winning streak that the Vols are on, obviously second best in the SEC. They've won 6 out of their last 7. They're closing the season extremely strong.
But there's some other bowls that also would like to have Tennessee, like the Belk Bowl and Music City Bowl too.
Well, Bob, we've seen flagging attendance at college bowl games for several years now. All Tennessee has to do when it's talking to any bowl is show the ticket sales receipt from last year's Gator Bowl. I mean, the Vol fans turned out en masse for that, and I think they'll do that again. This is a team that's got a chance to really springboard into 2016 with a boatload of momentum.
Yeah, I was going to say plenty of momentum coming into this bowl game for Tennessee.
Huge momentum for this season, for this bowl game, and for what lies ahead in the future of this program.
Well, it's been a very good November for this Tennessee football team, and they played extremely well. We appreciate you being with us each week here on the Butch Jones Show. For John Bryce and Coach Jones, I'm Bob Kessling. Thanks for being with us on this Big Orange, great close in November.
This has been a presentation of the Vol Network, produced by IMG, the world's premier sports, media, and entertainment company. Produced at the Hand Digital Studio.